For 3 John, I think it's helpful to understand the flow of John's gospel with his 3 letters. In the Gospel of John, we see Jesus loved his own to the uttermost and commands us to love one another as he loved us. In 1 John, John takes up that command and repeats it, explaining that that's the principal test of the genuineness of one's faith. You can be certain that you know God if you love one another. But then in 2 John, you have this elect lady who tried to love so extravagantly that she did so without discrimination, even loving false teachers. And John says, no, you must love in truth. But then in 3 John, a guy named Diotrephes appears to take 2 John out of context, and he discriminates so much that he only receives the preachers he himself approves of. And John says, no, you can't do that. You must love all Christians, especially the ones you don't know. That's what the word hospitality means, love of stranger. Now, as far as the content of the book, there are 4 characters here in 3 John. First, John the author. Second, Gaius, he's the recipient who John commends for his hospitality to the itinerant preachers that John had sent him. And then we have Diotrephes, who John says, love to be first. And you cannot love others when you love being first. Diotrephes not only wouldn't receive the men John had sent, he went so far as to church discipline anyone who tried to love them and support them. And then finally, John mentions Demetrius, who John also extols for his good testimony. So when we combine the message of the Gospel of John with these 3 letters, we get the full picture, that we are loved by Christ and we need to love others with that same sacrificial love, which means that we will seek the best for everyone. For the unbeliever, we don't support their sin, but preach them the gospel so that they can be saved. And with believers, we receive and love all of our brothers in Christ, especially the ones we don't know. And one of the ways we love is by correcting their sin, as John did with Diotrephes, because love always seeks what's eternally best. And finally, I think 3 John also in particular demonstrates that the only way that we can love is if we humble ourselves. Because if you love to be first, you will always tear people down. And true love always seeks to promote others. Love always seeks what's best for its object, which is why greater love hath no man than this, and that he laid down his life for our eternal good.